the Whole Food Company.
I'm sure that one small grocery store in town will be glad.
Sorry. Oops.
Is that an earthy mint?
Mm-hmm.
A stevia. Instead of stealing it, I bought some.
Uh-oh.
Last week I had some that I stole, and John caught me.
Okay, now on this, looks like the FDA isn't involved in this packaging here.
That looks like it's about ready.
A dietary supplement.
It's a natural sweetener.
Uh-oh.
But they call it a supplement, huh?
Well, yeah.
Well,
yeah, but that way they get around the FDA. If it's a
use...
supplement, you get around the FDA.
Right.
If it's a food, if it's a food, which it really is, because it's a sweetener,
right,
then it has to be regulated.
Well, so you say one of these and one of these, maybe.
See, as an individual, I would be inclined to think that this is a dietary. I would be led to think that this is going to help me lose weight.
No.
Or you know, stifle my appetite because it basically tells you.
Some people just can't do sugar. That doesn't mean that that's gonna make you lose weight. I just can't do sugar.
Yeah.
If this is killing your head, tell me.
No.
Okay.
No.
So back to your reality show.
Yes. Yeah, the reality show.
Now, why did you decide to do this?
Well, my understanding, what we've been told, is the Mad Scientist Tea Party. This is was the first live show done at this studio, URTV in Asheville, North Carolina, and we thought, what a better place to announce the groundbreaking programming. Thank you.
Well, no, it needs to steep. Get it.
Okay.
Get that kind for now.
This just keep this.
That needs to percolate. There's
okay.
That.
And then when you finish, after you pour some of that.
Try my artificial sweetener.
Whoops. Let's see. There we go.
After you pour some of that, pass that pot back here, and I'm going to put this water in it.
No.
Is that all you want? You don't drink a lot of tea?
I take other stuff with it. So honey and sugar and usually
Milk.
cream, but
cream? I think we have cream.
No, we don't. Cause
no cream today.
Didn't make it out of the store. I got in a rush as always and got here, and then got to thinking about.
How's the 3:30 time frames?
Well, that'll be tomorrow. Today starts at 4.
And we go to 6:30.
And we get to 6:30. Tomorrow starts at 3:30.
Well, I have a flight from Asheville to Atlanta. I'm leaving at 6 o'clock, so unfortunately I can't stay the full time. I have to make it back to LA tonight. But
well, you're welcome to stay as long as you can.
Well, thank you. It's lovely. Do you have programming on this station?
I do a cooking show that shows a couple of times, and I'm a hat maker, so I've been doing lessons, and so I did lessons, and so they played my straw hat making lesson. Now I owe them the felt hat making lesson.
Wow, the straw hat. Now I had traveled in South Carolina years back, some sweetgrass baskets and hats. Amazing the cost of some of those. I picked. There was one I think almost $400, which I can get Kangol type stuff cheaper, but it was nice.
That wasn't hand woven.
No, I mean amazing.
Indians on the east coast of South Carolina.
Reminded me a lot of when I was in Panama. I picked up an original Panama hat. Now that one tended to be a little bit more flexible than those. But you do things similar to that?
Up to $3,000 or $4,000 for a Monte Cristi Panama hat.
Yeah, then mine was $850, but it was I got a good exchange rate in Panama.
No, I don't weave. But the hats, the straw bases that I use are woven in China, and they take from 30 to 40 hours to weave.
Wow.
Because they're really very finely woven, as opposed to the palmetto straw that we're talking about, or that straw on the east coast of South Carolina. The straw that I use is probably maybe a 32nd of an inch wide.
Oh, okay.
So it's really fine.
Sure. Yeah, the Panamas that I had was very small, fine, interwoven, looked like multi-strand.
And someone who has to sit and do all that, that's time consuming to do.
I assume they weave them on a loom.
No, they hand do them. to hand do it.
This is amazing. This is wonderful.
Like the tea.
Oh, terrific. Wow.
You should have some more.
Well, I will. I like to say, I'm a slow drinker, and so I'd prefer it just coming in hot
It's
each
going to
time.
be hot. It is hot.
Well, I'll have to say, I've been living here. I moved here from New Orleans in '88, and Asheville is full of interesting people.
Well, that's like I said, our numbers
So-
told us that we shouldn't have any problem as far as.
You won't find any problem finding a whole bunch of interesting people for your show.
Wonderful. Now, your cooking show, I've been told, I guess, the facility's probably not available to do live cooking shows here.
Oh, I do it in my kitchen.
Do you? Okay. So, and then
So
you,
I have
you
my own.
record.
No, when URTV opened up, and I saw the camera, I have a horrible addiction to electronic toys. So I had to get me the camera. I had to get the tripod.
Oh,
I've got
okay.
the whole setup at home.
Wow.
I do my own editing.
You came
You do it
here-
from start to finish. I came here.
You
They-
came
I
here
bought
and
the
saw what
same
you could have had for
computer they have in
basically
the editing
free.
suite.
Oh, wow.
You came here, you saw what you could have had for free, basically.
No, what happened
And
is
went and got your own.
we filmed the first cooking show, and okay, if you're, I did have a team helping me film the first show, but it was so stressful to have to only have the camera for 3 days
Oh, sure.
that my gentleman friend said, well, I'll just buy you one of those cameras for your birthday or Christmas.
Okay.
So that you don't have to have all that stress on you.
I wouldn't mind getting a gentleman friend like that.
I know.
So I found one on eBay for a third of the price of
There we
the
go.
new, and it's almost new. And so now I have all my own equipment.
That's
So,
great.
so what's wonderful about URTV is it's inspired all of us. So it never even occurred to us that we could be producing a show.
Right out of your home, huh?
Are filming, and we run into interesting people who know a little bit about electronics, like John, who seems to be our local mad scientist
I forgot
genius.
to put on my...
Oh, goodness, you're
And
smart.
so it's an opportunity. It's a small city. It's an opportunity to network with people and find out how to produce a show.
Excellent.
It's great. It's a wonderful. I mean, URTV has been a wonderful inspiration to those of us who are in here producing.
Now, my
And
understanding,
it's easy.
they've been here, what, about 6 months
Yes.
or so? Okay, that's what I was told. So, outstanding.
I think
So-
we've been running. I think we've been live for 6 months.
And now, have you, ever since day one, have you been doing your shows, or
well,
just
I s-
periodically?
I was at the first producers show, producers course that they had about maybe a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Ago. So I knew that I was going to do something. But I didn't know what. And then Ralph, one of the guys that produces a lot,
Right.
wrote in October, I put out 24 hours of programs this month. And so I'm still thinking in very small terms. And Ralph says, I put out 24 hours. And I'm going like, holy cow.
Right.
If Ralph can do 24 hours, I can certainly do an hour
Right. Well, that's.
or two.
that
And
is-
so I got busy and started doing a cooking show because I love Southern cuisine. So I started out doing that because I knew I could do it. I knew I wouldn't need any props because I had my kitchen and you just had to
okay.
go get the groceries.
Sure.
And my kitchen looked good on TV. That was important.
Well, now.
You know, your backdrop has to look
Well,
important.
sure. Catch the eye and
Yeah,
make sure
yeah.
that it's
That's
centered
homey
well.
and
Right.
kitcheny and
Okay, where it would be appealing so somebody tuning in
yeah,
would,
and
would
it was
watch
good
it.
kind of neutral color so that
Okay.
you had a neutral, semi-neutral but pretty background that you could. They wouldn't be distracted by the background, but it complemented.
Okay, now you mentioned being from Louisiana,
New
so
Orleans.
now New Orleans. So do you come with the emerald bam and stuff like that, or do you have some flashy type things? Because I know I go to Wolfgang's and at Puck, he's not as flashy, but quality.
Well, Emerald is more hammy,
Okay.
and that's because I think on the Food Network they need to get beyond teaching people how to cook and just be more entertainment. Whereas I just want to show people the great cuisine of Southern Louisiana
Oh, outstanding.
and
So-
how you can do this. And you need to know how to make a roux, a stock, and once you know how to do those two things, the world is your oyster, and you can knock them dead with your food.
Now you mentioned the oyster. How about the crawdad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a crawfish etouffee program. The last one I did was the
really?
crawfish etouffee.
Wow.
And the crawfish were wiped out during Katrina
Yes.
because the salty water flowed in, and the water was too salty for them. But this year they're having a bang-up crop. So
Yeah.
they did recover.
My understanding, they're very hardy.
They are hardy, but it did knock them for a loop for about 18 months, but now they're back.
Okay.
They're back
Yeah,
in full force.
I know down in California, there south of Hollywood, there's DOC, and so some people there, some of the homes in the rural blue collar area, you'll have houses that back up to a little. They're not
like a little
riverbeds.
bayou, little bayous
yeah,
or
it's a little
something?
channel that would be like a sewer type channel, I guess. The water, and they have the crawdads down there.
And there they call them sewers. In New Orleans,
Yeah.
they call them bayous.
Yeah, I guess that's the difference. Yeah, it's all the same. Yeah, tit for tat, or potato, tomato, tomato, Voss vase.
In Louisiana, in New Orleans, they say bayou, but in Mississippi, they say bayou.
Bio.
Okay.
Bayou.
Down on the bio.
Down on the bayou. And, like some of the songs that talk about being down on the bayou.
In Hollywood, the bio is "What have you done? Let's take a look." And right, so whoa, getting nervous, jittery.
One time I was
This tea. Are you sure I'm not going to test positive for something?
one time I was driving along US 90 East in Louisiana and southeast of New Orleans, and it must have been mating season or something, and the road was covered with crawfish. They were migrating across the highway.
Wow.
And the car would come, so the car's bearing down, and they're rearing up like, I'm gonna get you. You're not gonna run over me.
He's speechless.
Oh, I'm watching our camera effects here.
Okay.
Giving you a
Yeah,
widescreen. Look at this.
A mask.
A mat. Look at that. Doesn't that look so much more professional?
No, too much on the top because I like my molecule to show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, lower your molecule.
No, it has to show there.
Be flexible.
RealityTVprogram.com.
Here you go. We like the plugs.
See, I ask you to do things and then I fuss. Have some tea?
No, thank you.
Isn't that typical of a tea man? He's very fussy.
It's typical.
But
of
I
Hollywood
understand
producer.
because I'm fussy too.
Well,
So, but he's fussy, but he's not mean.
Yeah.
I'm fussy
Look
and
at the
mean.
t-shirt. Everybody has to look at the t-shirt.
Bunk, short for bunkum. I've heard about this political claptrap or chicanery.
Chicanery.
To vaporous political
Chicanery.
talk from Buncombe County. And you heard how that came about? Some politician was sent to Washington from Buncombe County to speak on something he knew nothing about, so he just kind of babbled, and they came up with the phrase. He was full
Full
of
bunk.
bunk. Yeah.
our governor of California does that right now.
Yeah. Wow. Nice. Well,
Right, you wouldn't
not
expect
changing
that
the
from an
name.
Austrian.
He'll be back.
Oh, you're not fond of your governor from California?
No, I love him. He's from Hollywood. So, yeah,
He's in the business.
he is. So, unfortunately,
Huge in the business.
pardon me?
He's huge in the business.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I can't touch him. But he's the new Terminator's coming out. This is breaking news. I just got one of my people just called me. I guess they're going to bring out the Terminator, but unfortunately, Arnie will not be in it. But they will. There will be more Terminator. I was just told on the plane. I got a little text message that said that they're going through without him. So
And do you know
that's breaking news.
who will be taking his place?
They have not hired anyone
They've
yet.
not cast that
No.
part yet.
They just decided that okay, we're going to do it, but no,
Well, who
no
could
Arnie.
take the place of Arnie?
I don't
Now let him know I'm available.
Let's see. Who would I cast? Yeah, well,
I don't know. Perhaps you'll be that part. I don't know.
no, I'll have to think on that one.
It'll have to be some new young muscle guy.
Well, of course.
I don't know who the new young muscle guys are. I'm kind of behind the times. I have a tendency to have drifted behind the times somehow. I'm not up on it.
Well,
all the
you know,
ways.
heartthrob guy like Matthew McConaughey and stuff like that, but more love interest. But I mean, he's considered to have the best abs in Hollywood. So
Is that right?
yeah.
Well, I said go for him then.
Go. Go for the abs. Well, you know.
Well, I mean, you know, he's got that kind of classy, beautiful bone structure look like Paul Newman had.
Who's this? You said?
McConaughey.
Yeah, you like it, but might be too.
Is
He might need to look
too
a little
good-looking.
rougher.
Yeah, too good looking.
Need to roughen him up a little bit. You know,
Right.
give him a little.
Yeah,
Do
which-
some cauliflower ear or something on him.
Yeah, which
He
special
might be
effects
a little
makeup.
too pretty.
That's why it might be too pretty boy. But now Arnie, he's a good looking guy too. So
Well, he's been made a lot more good looking
well,
through his
surgeries will do
his surgeries.
Surgeries
He's been
will-
surgerized to,
Has he been
to
surgerized?
very much so.
Yeah, him.
He's
him.
had his chin brought out.
That's funny you
He's-
mentioned that. I just celebrated my 40th birthday yesterday, and we, of course, in Hollywood, we had the big Botox party, but I didn't partake.
That's why he's hiding
Yeah,
under that
so-
hat. He's trying to hide his Botox injections
Well,
until they go down.
It usually take about a day or so.
Under the hat, like, you get
No, they're like,
Well, no,
get him like in the
yeah,
forehead. And it
that's-
makes you go bump up.
I had like
Makes
5
wrinkles
shots
off.
up in there, so.
So,
Yeah.
oh, see.
The wrinkles go away on your forehead. Is that what it does?
Well, see this thing you've got right here?
Mm-hmm.
That little
Well, don't scare him.
kind of Cro-Magnon look.
Right.
No, the prolapsed
ridge,
brow.
The brow ridge.
Yeah, in fact, Geico, you might be in line for one of those shots.
Actually, you don't need that much Botox because the character that you play on TV, the mad scientist, your look fits it perfectly.
Right,
so you
yeah.
don't have to worry.
No, you want that Einstein
Yeah,
look.
you want that. Yeah.
In fact,
like last week he was worried about getting his hair cut.
No,
It's
no.
like, no.
In fact, if anything, it looks like he's trimming his eyebrows. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
Roger.
you got to have them going everywhere.
They usually are.
Well, let's see.
But I don't keep
Did you-
check on them, so I don't.
Yeah, a little too well groomed, I think, so, for the part. And now, if I was
You just-
if
where
I
were you
if I was
yesterday?
casting, so well, that's because I'm looking at the headshot and I'm just gonna go probably right on by if I don't see the bushy.
The eyebrows aren't bushy enough.
Right.
I was going to say that you should bring your gentleman friend to tea
Oh, well.
and have him bring his beads. I
Well,
don't know how many beads
Well,
he has.
he would be a
but
nice
some
addition to the tea
special-
party. I've decided to commit my Thursday evenings. I have a
Oh.
film class at UNCA at 2, and then I leave there and come here to the tea party on Thursday. That's my Thursday afternoon.
It's great.
Well,
I love it.
hey, what a great way to spend a day on TV.
It's great. Film appreciation. Like today, they were doing Double Indemnity.
Oh, now that's a good one.
Yeah, last week they did On the Waterfront. So they show a film, then they discuss it.
Now, speaking of that, my good friend Phil Spector, I'm a little concerned for him.
Are you?
For
Yes.
Phil Spector.
Yeah, that he'll get off this one, but they'll come at him again federally.
Okay, well, let's see. What he's up for murder.
Yeah.
For murdering Lana Clarkson.
Yeah.
And,
He didn't do it. He told me.
And so he's going to get
And
off.
you believed him.
He said she swallowed the gun. He's
Oh,
never
God.
he's never lied to me. So,
I wish they
Well-
were playing it on. I wish they were running it on Court TV. They're not,
what-
are they?
you can watch it on Fox News streaming.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's wonderful. I hate to plug Fox,
Oh.
but for that because I
Well, that's
I-
not
I-
Fox News. That's just one of the Fox channels,
D-
right? Is that
no,
like the Fox website?
www.foxnews.com. You can do streaming court. I had it up on my laptop.
Why do you think they've made
I
it?
couldn't do it on flight, so I missed the testimony today. But
Why do you think they've changed his hair to make him not look quite as sinister?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
probably needed it, whatever it was.
Well,
But
they've toned down the hair to make them look, more puppy boyish than
I mean,
puppy
Phil
dog.
Spector has left his mark as
But you
as
should
a
be-
great producer. Oh,
I mean, being a producer, and that's I met him 15 years
I
ago.
emulate his style.
So, yeah,
sometimes
he
in the
is-
stuff I record and produce and all, and sometimes people, they say do that Phil Spector stuff.
Well,
for
sure.
us, I mean, Phil Spector was huge. I mean, people.
Most of this generation, I mean, the young MTV, they have no idea.
They don't know who Phil Spector
But
is.
They have no idea, but
Phil
he
Spector
is.
was
He's a
monster,
genius.
a monster in the music business and as a producer. And
Did he do all the early Righteous Brothers? Because I love their sound.
Not all of it. He did
I
do
don't
some.
Oh,
He did do
really
some.
good, the really good
Yeah.
Righteous Brothers stuff. That
Yeah.
was
Oh, yeah.
Because they sounded black.
Yeah.
When they
So-
first came out, they were like one of the first people that I heard. It sounded like really like they were black.
Oh, well, he worked with a lot of black musicians, I think.
Can you do wireless, or is that why you're getting out your toy? I'll do this one.
We now are wireless here.
That's wonderful.
The wireless.
Oh, I want to find the
You prob- you pro-
the vagina lady.
Oh,
and
I thought you might want to try
Can we say vagina?
www.realitytvprogram.com since you're
We're allowed to say
wireless.
vagina?
And then you can
Find that.
partake in the little online poll, and we can get the input and see. It just went up before I came in, and so you'll have a chance to
Now, what we have to do is we have to
customize
have
the,
all 4
program.
feet firmly on the table, and the tablecloth straight and flat underneath
That
it.
looks
see how
nice.
picky he is.
Well, no, there are two fans on here. There are 2 processors in this, and there are 2 fans
And you got to keep
on
it.
it.
Wow,
And
I just noticed something. When I was in the EIV network, this looks just like Rush's mic.
does it?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's
Well, he built his.
Well, I modified it.
Rush's though is all gold and stuff, but I mean very similar style. So
Well, you should see the mics that our Mad Professor built, and they do look very expensive, even though they're not.
I might have to cheat over there, and I
Yes,
don't know.
you're welcome to. You want to
we-
do something
we,
over here? I'll trade places with you.
No. I'm just thinking.
Originally, I was
just
gonna.
to take a look
Originally,
at
I was
this.
gonna sit it over on the right where he's moving to,
Well,
but
why don't you do that so that
but-
he can?
we can turn it all around. Here's a mouse, which I do it on my knee. I don't know. Do you ever mouse on your knee?
I don't. I have.
Do you
I
not
have.
mouse?
Usually
I
right
have,
on the keypad, right?
I have.
Yeah. Don't do anything for a minute. I have to make it come on.
Okay, the cursor.
Would you like me to unplug you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it says Windows is starting up with John.
Right. Okay. Now see, I'll put this there. And now it has to play its little tune, or it won't work.
So, if I brought my computer, would I be?
I guess
Do you have a
everybody-
wireless
if it's
card?
wireless,
Yeah.
you're wireless.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh! I have to wait a minute. I have to do something. I have to because I know the.
You have to log in, don't you?
You gotta know the secret password.
Plug your shirt here if you. I don't know
All
if
right.
that'll.
Let me see.
No, but it's out of the way.
See, that's one of his boards.
Okay, let's see here.
Look at this. Let me. I'll
Here,
show
I'll
you.
trade
I'll show you
No,
some of my
because you're
things.
out of the camera.
No, I'll
No,
trade places with
yeah, I want you in the camera.
Here. Wait a
See, you're the good-looking woman.
Straight.
So you have
okay.
to- you
All
have to
right.
stay in the
Straight
camera.
camera.
They don't want to see my ugly mug.
Let me.
Oh, that's a great board.
Okay.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Oh, the mixing board.
Oh, yeah.
That was my last mixing board that I
Yeah,
bought.
that's
And
outstanding.
I sold it just about the same time that they were putting this place together. If they had talked to me really nicely, they could have had that board in here.
that,
which
I'm
would-
sure far superior than anything they'd have here at the community
Isn't
access
it?
station.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't seen my website, but anyway.
No, I haven't. Because
Anyway, let's put this away, and we'll just let it do its thing. And I will show you my fancy software. I think it might be on this one. No, okay. Look at this. I'm just doing this one to show you.
update things, and I'll come back over here in the meantime.
This is, I call it like the radar screen, and it looks for wireless devices. And here they are, wireless devices. You see this one is
look,
called
that is
URTV.
so cool.
And there's your RTV. Isn't it
You
cool?
can tell a
Computer envy now, huh?
Oh,
It is cool, though,
no,
isn't it?
now where do you get that? And can it go on the Mac?
Now look, wait a minute. What did it do? Look
It
at-
looks like it's
okay,
it looks like a airline radar.
All right, it's hooked up with your RTV. It's going on.
Look how
Live.
cool.
So it says that I'm connected. So you here I'll let's see if that's working.
Maybe you should tell them who you are and where we are.
This from here you'll be able to take it. It'll come up and it'll all make sense to you in a moment.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Well, you have a website, right?
Yeah, I've
It's
got
on my
one.
website.
You said you have one?
Oh, yeah, I'm psychoacousticresearch.us, but it's not. It's okay.
Did I do another typo?
I don't know. What are you doing?
That's going to be a problem.
It's all crazy.
Psycho.
That's psycho.
That's very psycho. Look what it
Well,
did.
see
It
where it
went.
goes.
It went kaflooey.
Hit it and might just pick up some keywords. Or don't.
Psycho.
Okay, so let's just do.
Psycho.
Let's start again.
Okay. Psychoacoustic research.
ESYCHOACOUST.
OUST.
And let's do enter. Where's your enter? I don't know about that. There.
Okay. It says, did you mean psychoacoustic?
Yeah, that's what we
Try it.
meant. See, that's what I love about Google.
Okay, I'll try that and see what happens. Okay, research psycho. That's not me. That's from North American Institute.
Is that you?
Oh, very good.
You have the mouse.
Oh, weird sounds.
See, okay, so can you see? So you see, there's me.
There it does. See.
There it is.
That's me.
Dr. Blackwood.
And all this stuff, and there's something for everybody on my links page on photos.
Well, you need to be plugging that.
Yeah. See, there's the mixer. See, ta-da.
Very important to have the hits.
You
It's
can-
all about the hits these
But
days.
you can see some of my gear is on the photo pages. That's my other mixer, my other Wheatstone mixer. Wheatstone is the largest supplier of mixers to the broadcast industry, and so it is. On it goes. This is just like
Looks like World War II there.
you already looked at my webpage, so, so you've seen it all.
Yeah, but I didn't understand what all this stuff was.
This is
but
all
I was
gear you've
envious
worked
of
on
it.
and-
This was my 16-track 2-inch
Right, see
machine.
there, sure.
That's my little mixer. That's the Institute.
That's the Institute. Okay, and so here's
Looks good.
mine. Where's Google?
Go back. You can back.
So now,
You can make that go away. Go
someone
X.
trying to get to your site, they go to www.
Yeah, did you do the X? No, you go. Yeah, good Google. Now make that go away. The psychoacoustic